What's next? Those are the words that my grandma asked me the other week when we heard about the 10 people that were sacrificed in New York. Um, I was like, I don't talk like that. And so I was like, I don't know. I don't want to go there. I don't talk like that. And so I was like, I just shut it down in my head. I was like, nope, I don't want to go there. I don't want to think. I don't want to start putting fear and negativity into my realm right now. Even though fear and negativity is out there, right? I just didn't want it to come into me, into my sphere, okay, to my energetic field. So I shut it down. But it made me think, and I was like, you know what? What's next is we as a people on this planet, all different races, colors, cultures, whatever, we're gonna have to come together in order to reestablish a an accord of peace, and in order to bring our humanity back up, because right now, for a long time actually, it's been functioning at a pretty low level overall. And it's just it's a lot of chaos. And some people would say, well, that's just the way the world is. It's just gonna be chaotic. And I'm like, actually, it don't have to be that way. It really don't. We don't have to live in scarcity and poverty and chaos and fear and death and all this stuff consistently. Those are tools that are used to keep us down, to hold us down, to keep us to keep us bound, to keep us like prisoners, to keep our minds captive, right? All of those are tools that are used by entities that continuously create chaos and evil on this planet. We do not have to subject ourselves to that. Each one of us has a choice to increase and elevate the vibration on this planet. We all have a choice to do that. God gave us free will. Anyway, with saying that, there's a lot of things that we're gonna have to break down and undo. A lot of thought processes, a lot of indoctrination and programming that we have been taught through the TV, through the schools, through our families, through so many different medias that we have access to, so many things that we consume through our eyes and our mind and our ears, that we're gonna have to undo. We have some generational curses that we're gonna have to break. Everybody on this planet, all colors. There's a lot of shadow work that needs to be done as well. When I say shadow work, I'm talking about that background work, that stuff that all of that stuff that you packed, that was packed into you, that was put inside of you, that you were told to believe, and that you were told that you had to be in this box, and that all those things that you were programmed to do that are not conducive to you being a good person, that do not contribute to you living a successful life and being healthy and whole and all that stuff. That's shadow work. That's the stuff that you gotta, that's that back stuff, the stuff in the closet. That's the closet that you stuffed all your mess into and you don't want to deal with it. That's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about shadow work. So we got some work to do. Everybody, the collective, has work to do. And we have to be careful how we are responding to each other, because it's a lot easier for us to respond pop off at the mouth at each other. It's a lot easier to say a lot of negative things that sometimes we really can't take back, things that can cause some issues to happen that are irreversible. So we have to be careful how we are talking to ourselves, what we're saying, what we're thinking about, what you're ruminating on, what you're broadcasting from your mind, because your mind is an antenna. You have to be careful how you are, what you're taking in and what you're sending out. Everybody, every single person right now. And we have to also let a lot of this racial stuff go. I know it's hard. we gotta stop thinking that we have people oppressing us. We gotta stop programming that into our children. And we have to be the ones to set ourselves free, because we have to take down, and when I'm talking about the oppressive stuff, we gotta stop thinking that we gotta stop believing that all that stuff that they tell us on the TV, like, well, these people are against you, this color is against this color, and all this stuff, all this racial mess and all this stuff. Like, those are distractions. I'm not saying that it's not real. I'm saying don't get caught up in it. Don't get caught up in these politics and playing sides, and the red against the blue against the red, the left and the right, those two main TV channels that people like to watch, that get them all hyped up, that belong to the left and the right and all that stuff, and the red and the blue. Start unwinding yourself, start undoing yourself from that stuff, because a lot of that stuff is made to keep you distracted. It's made to keep you mad at yourself and other people. It's made to keep you in strife and in total chaos. That's what it's made for. That's what it's there for. Now, there's information. Yes, there's information. Yes, people need to know what's going on in the world, whatever. But don't let it take over. Don't let it take over your being. Don't let it take over your thought process and what you think about yourself and what you think about others. What you think about yourself and what you think about others should come organically from you. It shouldn't come from another source. So make sure that your thoughts are your thoughts and your actions are going to be your actions, because what you're thinking is how you're going to act, how you're going to react to somebody else. So each one of us, every color, on every race on this planet, has a job to do, and that job is to treat each other with respect each other's culture, respect our differences, respect our similarities. If you sitting up here talking about, I don't see color. No, I need you to see color. It's okay to see color, because that means you see me for who I am. And if I see color, that means I see you for who you are. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with saying, well, I saw this this person, right? Whatever. Whatever. We got to see each other. We got to start seeing each other for who we are. But we also have to extend that peace and that kindness that you want back. We got to go back to those basic things we learned when we were growing up. I don't know if these kids learn this now, but we use we learned that golden rule, like, treat others how you want to be treated. Some people don't want to be treated well, and you will encounter those people, and that's just what it's going to be. But a lot of people do want to be treated well. So like energy is going to be like energy. That's what that's what it's always been. And we gotta be respectful with how we talk to each other. We don't need to be popping off at the mouth. We need to think before we say stuff. Really think about it. Sometimes it's hard to not say something right away to somebody. Right now we're gonna have to take some time to think before we react. Think before you post something. Think before you get into that argument, before you get into that disagreement with somebody. Just think for a little bit, because when we doing all of this back and forth and all of this and getting yourself in constant aggravation and chaos and getting your mind all tangled up and all that stuff, you cannot think clearly. you're gonna be stressed out for the rest of the day. You're gonna raise all that cortisol in your body. You're sending out all kinds of stress signals and hormones into your body, and you're causing illness to yourself and to others. Because everybody affects everybody. Okay, we not on this plane by ourselves. Everybody, what one person do is going to have a domino effect, and it's going to affect somebody else, and it might not be a direct effect sometimes, but eventually it will reach them. So like, say for example, I speak to somebody in the store. They might be having a bad day, and I just say, hey, how you doing? Well, that might cheer them up, and they're gonna speak to another person, and then that other person gonna speak to another person, and then the other person gonna say, hey, how you doing? Or I might help them get something off the shelf when I could have just, mind my own business, and then that might inspire them to get something off the shelf. So we gotta go back to those things, those basic things, and start inspiring each other and start lifting up each other, and doing that work to lift up this vibration on this planet, because each one of us is responsible. And start teaching the kids, and stop teaching the kids to live backwards. Teach them to live forward. Teach them to live, because evil is just live spelled backwards, meaning that when you living backwards, you just living in evil. So you just doing evil, and that's the devil. Do evil. We don't want to be the devil. I want to be like God. I want to be good. I want to be like the angels, whatever, I want to be in a higher plane. I want to be in a higher vibration. So that's how I came to say, I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Take care and be good, be blessed. Speak over your life, speak life over your life. For real, every moment, every single day, you have to think those good thoughts, for real. Even when stuff is falling apart or whatever, if you gotta go get your go-to list of affirmations and start speaking over your life. Speak over other people's life. You can do it.